Welcome, friends. Today, we're doing another live stream. Oh, yikes! I'm just getting in. I forgot I'd loaded one up. Actually, would you believe? And I decided to pop the shop. And then when I was in the shop, I was like, "Oh shit! I'm supposed to be doing a live stream." So I raced home. To talk to all of you. What's happening, friends? How art we? How art thou? How now, brown cow, if you will. And even if you won't. What's going on here? Oh my god. Let's have some light. I'm just going to get... Don't worry, it's not going to be one of those streams where nothing happens on screen. I'm just sorting everything out because I'm double fucked. Oh, 12 people watching with 12 likes. It's an amazing thing. It's beautiful. Da-da-da-da. Oh, back to boo. What do we think of that view, eh? What do you think of that view? I'm currently contacting somebody, thanks to DJ. I'm in contact with someone. I just hope he's not going to try and rip my eyes out. He's fucking wanting to send me shit without... not without pay, certainly not without payment. But he's wanting to send me shit. And... he's just wanting to fucking he's wanting to pull my eyes out as far as the shipping's concerned, I'm afraid. Say if I wanted to buy 15 fragrances off him, he wants to put fucking 3 or 4 in each package and send us like 4 or 5 packages, and it's like, no. Adam D, welcome to you. Hello. Drawn by Sense, welcome to you. How art thou? I hope you enjoyed my Dunhill reveal. Varshy blow. Benji says, I can't remember who was talking about Strangelove the other day, but there's 20% off on their website right now. Well, there you are, people. Welcome, friends. Welcome, Rich. Rich Mitch, you bitch, you. What's happening? We having a good day? Sorry, I just need to check the chat. Kiss the screen for good luck, if you want. Big hugs and love from Andy. Hello, Natalia, Irregular Tangent, Les Abstray. Yo, Doug, did you like what I sent you in that email? So much so that I got in touch with him again. DJ says my back was hurting. Did he have anything you want? He had plenty of shit I want. I'm talking about 30 fragrances that I've asked for prices for, but if he comes back and takes the piss, which I think he's setting us up for, it's what it feels like. He's like, He's like, yeah, it cost us a lot of money to import these to the country where I'm from. I'm like, all right. He's like, don't worry, I'll still be able to send you them. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, but I just want to put like 3 or 4 in each parcel and send you them like that. And I'm like, well, if you want to pay shipping for that, son, there's no problem on my end. If you want me to pay for fucking 5 lots of shipping, though, you can keep it, for lack of a better word. I didn't say this. I didn't put it to him like that, but that's how I feel. He has got some shit I want, though. Definitely. I appreciate that greatly. Do you trust him, DJ? Do you trust him? Is he trustworthy? Is he good people? Like, if I send him the money, he's not just going to be like, and run away. You've bought from him. Oh, happy days. And you've received it, and it was all in good order. He's got a bottle of Sahara Noir. Now, I told Ramsey this, and he was like, He was like, yeah, buy it, but if it comes back fake, then it might be time to give up on that one. I was like, yes. Oh, large vintage haul. That's exactly what it'll be. He's got loads of Slumber House, but he says that's all gone. And I'm like, that's all right, mate. I think that's shit. It's the most overhyped brand I've ever fucking smelled. I smelled that Jake or Jackie or whichever one it is. Shit. Oh, God. There's loads of stuff he hasn't got on his base note account, though. Sorry, I'm burping and drinking and making all sorts of outrageous sounds down the phone to you. I've had a particularly tough day. It's been what feels like hard work. Had to use my brain, which I'm not. I am not. I'm not one for using my brain if it can be helped. I like fucking pulling teeth today. Sorry, I'm eating. What a day. You know the people who bought the Slumber House, do you, DJ? That's good. Did you? Well, we'll have to have you on one day, if you're keen. If you're willing and able. Sorry, I'm eating some minstrels. Other chocolates are available. Chocolate minstrels. Fucking gorgeous. Absolutely delightful. It'd be nice if you came on. Oh, fuck me, I'm fucked. Has anybody been tuning into Imitsu's live? But I'm no one special and I know I'll start ranting, hopefully. Manoj, I need to send you a message. Hard work, yes. Compensate with minstrels, that's right. You can't knock them. Little bitey delights of a Saturday night. Delightful bites of a Saturday night. Dreamies. Why is this chair making strange noises? I beg your pardon. Hey, Rich, you sold your Fahrenheit, Aqua and Parfum? What didn't you like about them, says Pontabone. Aqua Fahrenheit's just shit. It's a bad perfume, Aqua Fahrenheit, for me. Like, the Parfum, don't need it. I've got the vintage. I've got the vintage and the Absolute. I'm selling off a lot of things at the minute, and it's not necessarily because I don't like them. It's because I only like them, and I don't love them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I really, really want to get to the point where I've got more stuff in my collection that I love than stuff that I just like. Don't get us wrong, you should have plenty of fragrances that you can just like, because then you can just throw them on and not worry about them. Whereas if you're babying, say some Serge Luton, or you are babying, I beg your pardon, if you're babying some bottle that you've only got a little bit left of, and you love it, you know, it's a bit of a cow because you can't enjoy them, you know. Oops. I never baby, says DJ. Well, I don't have to. I've got backups of loads of shit. Nick has nailed it. This is the problem. You end up trying to get through your likes to get to your loves, yeah? Yeah. That is the problem I've found. Me and Ramsey have found that. Actually, no, I can't really speak for Ramsey, but I can speak for myself. Sorry, this chair has been an absolute shithouse. Got the auction on Monday. Gonna see if there's any trinkets there for us. Pardon me. Smelly socks. Are you missing anything you've sold? No. In fact, I would find it hard-pressed to tell you of most of the shit that I have sold because I just simply do not care about it. You know? So, I'm not hugely bothered. I've still got stuff to sell. Posted off my Midnight in Paris the other day. Posted off a Tiffany for Men cologne. I could tell you all the shit that I've sold. I think I already have. Robin is wearing Jules by Christian Dior. Nice. Once it's gone, it's gone. Sold 2 Koroses so far. Koroi. Koroi is the plural of Koros. How much you get for the Midnight in Paris? I think it was about 100 and... How much did I get for the Midnight in Paris? So I paid £30 for my Midnight in Paris, right? And I sold it for 120. I made 90 quid on it. Sold the Le Parfum, sold the Iris Fauve. Oh God, what else? How do I leave feedback? Positive feedback. Mr. Clark, what the fuck? Oh, fuck. Sorry, everything's just turned to shit, like, on my phone. Trying to keep up with everything. I've knocked everything off. I'm hot. I got a bit of a sweat on, if I'm being honest. That's what happens when I try and rush. I shouldn't be doing shit like that. Hello, Michael Harness. Captain Blimp. Wow. Hello, Rich and all frag heads. Hello, Irregular Tangent. Oh my God, I can't pronounce your name at all, mate. It's a hell of a name he's got, isn't it? I imagine Anuj would be able to. Although I've been wrong before. Papa Femo, welcome. Missed postman delivering it by 10 minutes yesterday. Oh no. You wore Sandra. I wore Sandra this week. Was it yesterday or the day before? I wore Sandra. It was good. Wait there, I'm about to send Anuj a message. But where is he? Where is he? He's in my phone. There it is. Do you know someone called... Do you know... There you go. Sent Anuj a message. Haha. Live communication on the stream. And a big hello to you, the great Anoush, says Michael Harness. Michael, I sold my Tiffany for men. Sorry. Although I may know someone who could send you one. I don't know what he wants for it, though. Oh, God. I'm so sweaty. How did that happen? Excuse me for one moment. I need to chew. I'll put you on mute. Excuse me. That was very what was that? Unedifying. Oh. News is come back with affirmative. Nice. Very crunchy, Mr. Blimp. No, I'm not into wet shaving. I've wet shaved before, but I'm just not. It's just not my thing. Michael says friend price. No, it's not looking good for friend prices. He's already sort of set us up. Is Amen Vintage significantly better? Yes. Line playing volume. I happened to be in London and was just in an Uber where the driver was listening to England versus Scotland rugby on the fucking radio. Nice. Welcome to you, line playing volume. I don't believe I've seen you here before. I would have recognised the name. I did notice that when I put the stream on mute there, the people watching went up significantly. That is does not bode well for old Rich Mitch. I'm also drinking... What am I drinking? Scotland Forever, says Sean Connery. Yes, but he liked to slap women as well, so... Fuck him. Yeah, my son playing college. Yeah, rugby's a great sport to play. Really good to play, toughen you up. You know what I mean? Takes a while to get into it, but I was a second row because I was fucking massive when I was younger. I'm still massive now, to be fair. I'm bigger than most people. I mean, I was 6 foot. I was 6 foot tall when I was 14 or something. You know what I mean? And I weighed a lot as well. Oh gosh! Sorry, that's just me attempting to bend my spine. Oh! Hello there, Michael John. Friend price? Doubtful. I live right next door to Scotland, so I am quite friendly with the Scots. That's what they say about us. My people, the Geordies. Geordies are just fucking Scots with a bang on their head. Which is sound by me, actually. I think we're alright, Scottish people. I saw that interview where he said that about women. He said it to she just died recently. Was it Barbara Walters? Was it Barbara Walters? I think it was. Barbara Walters. Barbara Windsor? Not a Barbara Windsor, you tit. Barbara Walters? Yeah, it was. I said it, Barbara Walters. Fucking hell. I was like, you think women should be given a slap? Yes, just a little slap. It's like, alright. Fucking woman tried to, well, feigned to stab us with a pen today. I was not happy. If she had a fucking issue where, yeah, stab us with a pen and you might get a slap. Not just unprovoked violence, though. This shit always has to be in context, doesn't it? You know? It's all well and good us me sitting here saying, no, I would never hit a woman, but if a woman was, like, coming at you with a knife, like, you know, you're giving her, like, you know, you might work her with a jab. You know what I'm saying? But, to be fair, I don't just go around hitting people anyway. What we got? Sorry, friends, I've completely lost the flow of the chat. Scots are alright, well, ignoring the heroin, of course. It's not just the heroin, mate. It's fucking... It's everything, mate. Coke. Fucking Scotland's the drug capital of Europe, man. You know what I mean? Did someone lose a balloon over the United States, says Michael John. Is the duck a fighter or a lover? A lover. I'm a lover, but all lovers have that fighting edge to them as well. Don't pretend to stab us with a pen. Or don't go to stab us with a pen. Trainspotting was a heroin movie, it certainly was. Evening, Mr. Nizic, says Dusan. Hello, Paolo, how are you? Really, I'm not talking about slapping women there, I'm talking more about self-defense, like. Starting to feel as though I'm getting myself tied in knots discussing this topic. Ugh. I'm tired, friends. Oh, just turn this down on my screen. Because Doug is a lover, our Manzano is a fighter. Chilling, says DJ. I'm a chilling duck. I'm calm. I'm a calm quack. Oh, I don't know what we're going to talk about tonight. I was just thought, fuck it, it's Saturday night, evening. Newcastle have just finished playing. We didn't lose. It's the Vintage Iris Poudre by Pierre Bourdon. I'm chill watching stuff sell slowly. What's the next first impression, says DJ. I don't know if I'm going to bother putting them fucking Maison Rabachi on skin, you know. Somebody either left a comment or emailed us today and they were like, bah, Maurice Roussel, what the fuck? It's fucking Galen. Galen's wearing Descendra. I wore Descendra the other day. Oh my gosh. I am. Michael John USA is claiming it's a spy balloon and it's just a weather balloon. I mean, fucking hell, you never know what to believe these days, do you? You know what I mean? Fucking somebody opens their mouth and you're just like, liar! You know? Fucking God. It's pain and suffering, like. Excuse me. I don't know what I'm talking about. There is 1, 2, 3.5 weeks until I get my spring and autumn rotation back in force. That has flown by. Flown by. Whoa. This chair just does not fucking like it. Like, Galen came out from lurking. Yes. Frag on the Tyne, welcome to you. Eugene is a Canadian George Clooney. Beautiful man, says Dushan. How are you doing? How are you doing, Eugene? You doing a ho? Probably. Michael Harness as well. How, even? Hardly, says Eugene. Eugene is infiltrating my dreaming life. That's right. He's in your thoughts. He's coming to get you. Do you know what else I wore this week and I wasn't overly fucking impressed with it? It was MXXX. MXXX. I wore it this week, thought, ooh, it's a bloody good perfume, but there's something a little bit foul about it, which I don't mind, but I just struggle to smell it, like, and I put loads of sprays on. Lilla. I can count 3 times Eugene has done that. Eugene has infiltrated my dreaming life. Eugene is the Freddy Krueger of Fragco. Got big fingernails. How are you doing on your side of the mountain, Galen, says Michael Harness. Michael Harness is inquiring as to the health of the far side of the mountain, looking after his fellow man, or whatever it is that Galen is. How do, Rich? Shite. Horrible day. Awful. Awful week, frankly. Awful fucking week. Stephen Tampton says, vintage 5 o'clock Aubergine Jambre and 2014 Tuscan leather came through the post today. Were they both sealed? And where did you get those from? Hey? Scent of the day is Purple Label. Meh. It's okay. Nothing special, really. No, I would probably go along with that. I don't think Purple Label's... I smell Purple Label. I think you may have sent me a decant. Donna Nouge. eBay. Loutan's was sealed. Did it come from Germany? Because I think I might have known who that was. If it was a German. German, like the Italians, never had a problem with German sellers. Proper sound. Lils, that's right. Hey, Lils. Oh, it's so warm in here. Purple Label was once a favourite. I haven't worn it in ages. Yeah, it's minging when that happens, isn't it? Yeah, it's really minging when that happens. Good day, Paroli. How are you? Rich, keep calling me that. You're going to fuck around and find out? You fuck around and find out, pet. Sweetie. Lols. Busting out that aggressive energy. Oh. Do you know what I dread? Now, as a fragrance fan. I know what I dread now as a fragrance, apart from Lily's threats of violence. I absolutely fucking dread going into shop. Just going into, like, the department store, into the shops. A Man United Cup win? No. Fucking, yeah, I dread that. Yes, I definitely dread that, mate. But no, I dread going into shops now. Like, Paolo says, a trip to the mall for fragheads like us, you leave the house with 1 scent, you come in with 10 other different smells all over. That is a big issue, yes, but, and it might not be such a big issue for Paolo because he lives in Dubai and the malls over there have got like everything. But I go to the malls now and there's like nothing. There's nothing for me there now. Said this to Richie G ages ago. I was like, there's nothing here for us. Well, for me. There's loads of stuff there for Richie G. Fucking tight as fuck. Never buys anything. Yes, it is actually tricked you into buying shit like Leather Oud, Cartier Oud, etc. Surrender. No. Leather Oud's immense. I wasn't tricked into that. If anything, I wish I'd bought more. They had a 250ml bottle as well when I bought the 450. I wish I'd just bought both of them now. Silly sausage. So yes. The Cartier Oud, I bought Oud in month, which I think is okay, but I'm going to try in early spring this year, you know. But I've got a nasty feeling that Oud in those Cartiers is just amberwood. And if it is, it's going. I bought it off Bry. If it turns out that it's amberwood, I'm selling it like. Department stores are wastelands of mediocrity, absolutely. Paolo, it's enough to smell on fresh and clean laundry when you go there. Galen says, I'm not sure what's worse, talking to a sales associate or a stripper. Both want your money. Or a wife. Talking to a girlfriend, a wife. You know? Drawn by Sense says, I've got to go to London for anything worthwhile. 50 miles train ride. Yeah, when there are trains. I mean, I live in Newcastle, mate. Well, I live near Newcastle. And there's a couple of... there's a Harrods Beauty at the Metro Centre, which is about fucking 15 minutes away from us, which is like... It's got a Chanel boutique, it's got a Tom Ford, it's got a Dior boutique, where they've got all of their, like, perfumes and stuff. But they don't have Girl On very much. They don't have like the full YSL thing. They don't have like, I mean, they've got Creed obviously and some Roger, which are shit. They've got Bottom Number 9, which aren't even a fucking frag house. And just fucking whatever it is that they sell. I'm not sure it is perfume. It's just shit. Dushan says, Galen, I just pretend that I don't have the ability to speak. It's a bad call, that, actually. You could keep them all away from me if you told them you had, like, fucking... If you told them you had, like, the virus. Do you know what I mean? If you told them you had the famous ick, you could just be like, oh, sorry, I can't talk. I've got the vid. And they'll just be like, oh, well, I'll just stay away from you. And you'd just be like, yeah, that's right, fuck off. Go around licking the bottles and shit. And some people do that anyway, don't they? For a Grantiga going full shill mode for the new Amawages, one guy in particular has his lips around fishman genitals. Oh, good lord. Someone told me that Renault, I call him Renault, Renault, the car, Renault Fishman, Renault Salmon. He watches streams apparently. He's got a social media influencer person that does like all the, checks the things that's going on social media. So maybe he's heard that he's been called the fish. Fish bash bosh. That is the sound of brand new hydration. That is a brand new bottle of hydration I have bought from a natural spring. I didn't actually buy it off a natural spring. I wasn't like, hey, natural spring, sell me a bottle. But it is natural spring water. Jesus, fart or quack? That sounds like a fun game. But that was a quack. Roger's Ghost Perfumer Quantum Computer. There's definitely a brand. There's definitely some brands out there who use computers to fucking pardon me, that was a burp. That was for you, Dusan. Damn, there's a 60 ml of Jedi extract on eBay, says Nick. Starting bids just under 1,800 quid. Don't think I'll be finding an expensive sample of that one anytime soon. No, mate, it'll be a blind buy bottle of that, mate. Don't you worry, unless somebody's decanting it for like fucking what, £50 a mil? That's toilet, says Brodeep. It's not toilet, mate. Brodeep, I emailed you back. Check your emails. Oh, the toilet. I emailed you back. I felt bad. And after the last stream, I just decided to email you back. Scotland wins, says Antonio Hobson. That's hardly a surprise, to be frank. England invent everything and everybody else proceeds to be better at it than we do. Sullivan was on Etsy, £40 for a small sample, says Nick. Great match, says Antonio Hobson. I like watching rugby as well. I imagine rugby could really take off in America. It strikes us as the type of game that the Americans could really get into. It's strange that more of them don't play it. I just think the culture is like baseball, basketball, and the other one, NFL, and then ice hockey in Canada. Everywhere's got their own thing. It's good that everywhere's got their own thing. I just think Americans would really like. I imagine loads of them would quite like it. You know what I mean? Go out there, you kick the shit out of each other for fucking 80 minutes, and then you shake hands and say, "See you next week." You know what I mean? Get that shit out. Rugby's an amazing sport to watch. I used to really like playing it. And it's really good for teenage boys and fucking young men, because it gets that fucking violence out, because there's an element of violence to it. You know, it's not like ice hockey where they actually fight, right? There are fights in rugby, don't get us wrong, right? But it's got this element of violence to it, rugby, you know? That football doesn't have. Soccer, not fucking. It's football. Fucking. What is that famous expression that compares soccer versus rugby? Football, not soccer. Football is a gentleman's game played by hooligans, and rugby is a hooligan's game played by gentlemen. Rugby players get brain damage. That's horrible. That, and not as bad as the NFL, mate. And they wear helmets and shoulder pads. I can tell you now, rugby has a much lower incidence of brain injury and injury in general as compared to the NFL, and a lot of it's to do with the protective equipment that they wear. But yes, soccer is a gentleman's game played by hooligans, and rugby is a hooligan's game played by gentlemen. Because you go out there, you commit acts of appalling violence against other people for an hour and a half, and then you shake hands at the end of it, and everybody says, "That was marvelous. Let's do it again next week." And then everybody goes home and doesn't hit their wife, and doesn't go around and fucking shoot and stab people, and everybody saves that shit up for Sunday or Saturday, and they take it out on each other, men on men. You know, it's good for young men. It's good for the young men, because what you have is, as well, sports, organized sports and stuff like that. You have the old men teaching the young men how to be men. You know, Hello, Alan Hansen. You don't all have to be the same kind of men, you know, but there are like minimum standards. There are like things that you can do. It's really good, you know. It's really good. I highly recommend it, like, because rugby's got like positions for everybody, like men of all different kinds. You know, you can have like skinny men who like are really quick, you know. I heard that injuries in boxing increased. I heard that the injuries in boxing increased and got more severe when the gloves got better. Better equipment meant they took things further. I can imagine that. I can imagine that being true, yeah. I mean, you've seen some horrific things. I went to school with a kid called Scott Westgarth, and his dad was a boxer, and he became a boxer, professional boxer, and he died after a fight. Same age as me. Absolutely fucking shocking that was. MMA seems like a classy sport, says. It's not, I mean, the best, I mean, I've seen that thing with Dana White where he was like, oh, I'm like, I can't resign from my position after I slapped my wife because my fighters need us. And it's like, hang on a minute. Like, haven't you been like repeatedly accused of fucking robbing people blind? You fucking mad cunt, you big meathead, you. Yeah, fucking hand in your pocket, pay them better, shithouse. Excuse me. Don't know, I made a power league, paying people nothing and brain damage. That shit is wild. I've been watching slapping for years, right? Because I subscribed to Penguin Zero. He's been covering slapping for about 3-4 years maybe, right? And I've been watching him for fucking ages. The slapping thing, right? Someone's gonna get killed. Someone's gonna get killed in that Dana White one, all right? They got banned in Poland after someone died. Yeah, somebody has died, right? But there are like loads of it's really like the one that Dana's got's really dodgy. Like, I remember that if I could link the video, if I could find it, I would link the video where the kid goes into how much more dangerous Dana White's league is than the ones that are in Eastern Europe. You know what I mean? Because he's basically just brought it over and said, yeah, just do what you want. People essentially taking running fucking jumps up to each other and slapping each other. You've seen the size of some of the people doing it now. Like, Dana White's, I don't think, doesn't have weight classes, or the weight classes are huge. You know what I mean? There's like 4 weight classes or something silly like that. It shouldn't be allowed. Like, he just thought it was fucking... That slap boxing thing is so stupid. It is... I agree with you. It is stupid. It is stupid, right? But Dana White is stupid with bells on. It's disgusting, mate. You know, it's... It is stupid. I mean, I haven't got a leg to stand. I was going to try and think of an excuse there. No, you're right. It is. It's ridiculous. Like, it is absolutely ridiculous. It's not something I would do. You know what I mean? I need to just send another message. Some stuff from him to me. Obviously, I pay everything. Sorry. What's up, Fridolin Acton? What's up? Dirt, my Balenciaga pour on my right. Damn, my nose is fully closed because of the flu. What a shame. Oh no. I hope your nose unfucks itself quickly. And welcome, Friddle and Acton. I haven't seen you before. Welcome to my chat. Welcome to the chat. Slap brain turned off dead. Yikes. You ever seen the one where the bloke got slapped so hard he passed out and bit his cheek? Like his body just went into like that reaction. And he bit his cheek and he bit a massive chunk out of his cheek and there was just blood everywhere. King of the streets is insane to me. That are savages. Can't even defend yourself, at least in boxing and MMA. You should know that is the bit that is actually extremely dodgy. You've got to stand there and fucking take it. And the problem is, if you get knocked out on the first slap, which is much more possible than like it's extremely plausible. That's what I meant to say. It's extremely plausible that you get knocked out first blow of the fucking match. Right? How is that fair? You don't even get a fucking slap the fucker. You know what I mean? For some reason, I do find it funny, though. I've been a lurker from Munich, but here I am. Oh, sure, go ahead. Hello, lurker from Munich, and welcome to you. I was just talking about Germany before, and how I have always had great fortune in buying from Germany. Do you know, I've just remembered something there. I've just had an absolutely horrible experience. Sorry, friends. I need to do something. My perfume timeline. Do you know when you just remember something? Oops. And you're just like, ooh, silly. Egoise, concentrate. Stupid, man. Short. Nearly shorted myself yesterday, actually. Short on the tine. Right. I've drunk far too much Pepsi and water, and now I must dehydrate. Entertain yourselves. I'll be back in a second. warm in here, fuck. Can't be dealing with this fucking incredible heat. The fucking Sahara in here. I'm back. Oh, 28 people 28 people watching and 28 likes. You can't go wrong. I did go to dehydrate. Dan had a lot of charisma about it, but he doesn't care. He doesn't give a fuck about anything. Fucking these, some of these people with too much money need to fucking go to jail for a little while. Like, I'll make them fucking cash just because, like, in these countries in the West at the minute, it's turned into like fucking the rest of the world. There's no consequences for people's actions anymore. You know what I mean? Unless you're poor. But if you're rich, you just buy your way out of trouble. It's fucking ridiculous. Freeland acting. The legend Dusan, I am lying on my sofa and watching football on my TV, and I and Duck on the cell. Good times. I am glad you are having a good time listening to the stream. My mind is starting to move forward to spring and summer, you know. And what about Vince McMahon? The less said about that fucker, the better. Like, turns out his on-screen persona was fucking the PG version. You know what I mean? He is a terrible, terrible man. You know? In a business full of awful people, he is the worst. Fuck. And Jimmy Snuka killed somebody, and Vince McMahon might be worse. Jimmy Snuka's dead, you can't defame the dead. I hope he's dead. Because if he's not, I'll be getting sued. Same. Excuse me. Oh. Yes, my mind is turning forward to... Oh no, you didn't watch the comedian do the ultimate no-no as a comedian, did you? Oh dear. Oh dear. It wasn't the old I'm not racist but, was it? The old not racist but. That's a pearl, innit? You know what I mean? God. Oh. Dushan is watching the stream in a bar, but it stinks of cigarettes. Yikes. I'm glad we banned smoking indoors because I don't smoke. Neither fuck should I have to suffer because other people want to fucking injure themselves. Fuck that. A fucking foul habit smoking. You know what I mean? At least with drugs and alcohol, you get something out of it. The only thing you get out of smoking is cancer. I think we will have a little look at what is to come in the spring and summer rotation. Sorry, I'm on this fucking medication. It's giving us a cough. Turns out an ACE inhibitor will give you a cough. Don't ask. Everything's falling apart. Everything is shit. In fact, I need to take that medication. Do you like me carpet? Fucking awful. Do you know what I got today? I know what we're going to talk about. That was more of an owl than a duck there, wasn't it? I know what we can talk about. We'll do some first impressions, friends. I've got to cut the samples in today. How do you like them apples? Yes. Richie could throw up on it and never spot the vomit. I need that leopard print underwear. It's not leopard print. Dev is exhausted because he's been hard at it. Quit smoking and it was a great decision. I gained about 15 kilograms, but still worth it. Yes, that does happen, to be fair. No, DJ, not yours. Yours will be coming soon. I'll just stop vaping tiny amounts of nicotine, and even that was a bloody nightmare. Spring, summer, don't give us hope yet. It's coming. Fragrance Journey, welcome to you, my brother, my friend. How are you? It is nice to see you. Fragrance Journey's been busy. Yes, I have some samples here. Sorry, I was making strange fucking owl noises at you. I got some samples from Les Santes. It was 2 samples. And the 2 samples are... the 2 samples are these. Right here. We're going to try them on skin. One of them is Encelade by Marc-Antoine Bow. And the other one is Cardinal by Healy. So, let us check. Has anyone tried that? Smelled the House of J scent? No. No, nobody has, mate. Sorry to disappoint you. Pardon me. Don't take fucking blood pressure medication. Anybody. That's not just for you, Dave. Give me these. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Bah, that album's good. Rumours by fuck me, Fleetwood Mac. Oh my gosh. More water. So, has anybody tried Encelade? I am tempted by it because it has rhubarb. Rude barb. It has fired rude barbs at me. Oh, heavens to Betsy. What else? Encelade is a beast. Go 1 spray. Oh dear. Oh, Brian, you're scaring us, mate. I don't recall that song, Fuck Me, by Fleetwood Mac. It would have been there. It was during the Coke years, mate. Which was all of them, really, if we're being honest. Tell Me Lies was from Tango in the Night. Was it? Well, fuck. So go on expecting to be horrified, says DJ. It's a Quentin Biche special. Oh no. It's going to be metallic. I've already resigned myself to that because the rest of them aren't. Hey, Paolo. Oh, heavy. Sorry, friends. Lily Allen has fuck you. Would have fucked her. No longer. Rumours is one of the best. It is a fantastic. I'm sorry about that. I've just slapped you about the head. So, what should we try first? They're going on fucking card. They're not going on skin. Brian has frightened us. I've been frightened by a big Dutchman. Encelade. God. Brace yourselves. Here we go. You would have thought the fuckers would have time to make like a label for it. A thick, mature, feminine cloud. You're trying to say an old woman farted on you. Because that's all you're going to smell after you spray it in your arm. Oh, do Encelade last. Alright, DJ. Healy. Let's try Healy Cardinal. What does Encelade translate to? I'm sure it's a fucking moon, isn't it? Or a god. Like Enceladus. Is that what I'm thinking? Well, I can't smell anything yet. Oh, I'm getting something. Oh, wow, that's smooth. Oh, wow, that's incensey. My main man, ride or die, says Dev. Ganymede X-ray coming soon. Ah, God, yeah, I've heard about that. Can you imagine? Enchilada, says Brian. Kind of look a bit like Brian. This is nice. This is a very nice. Ganymede is a moon of Jupiter. I don't know what Encelade is, though. Ganymede is a moon of Jupiter. You're right. Encelade is something, though. I'm sure it's like some kind of Roman or god. Enceladus. Encelade. Meaning. Enceladus, Greek mythology, a giant who was punished for his rebellion against the gods by a fatal blow from a stone cast by Athena. So maybe it's just an Anglicanization. Encelade. The name derives from the ancient Greek meaning trumpeter to arms, composed of two elements. In turn, the name means who has a loud and clear voice. So that's what Encelade means. It's a name. Meaning trumpeter to arms, composed of two elements, En plus Kelados. Loud noise, loud, clear voice. In turn, the name means who has a loud and clear voice. So it would go with the name, wouldn't it? This is lovely, by the way. This is a lovely incense. Bow wow. Didn't drop 12 frags at once. Respect for that. Absolutely. Fair play. Fair play to Mr. Bow Wow. That's not a piss take out of his name. It's a piss take out of me trying to pronounce his fucking name. Mr. Bow Wow. But yes, I like the way he's gone about his business, even if I'm not really big on the fragrances, you know. Oh, fuck. So this Cardinal's got a kind of ambery, creamy sort of aspect to it. I'm interested to see how long this incense note lasts for, you know. This is really nice. I like this. This could be an incense perfume I would wear along with Avignon. Still think Avignon's my favourite. I don't care how basic that makes us. I think it's really nice. Oh, Sacre is better, I feel, says Prodi. Do you know, I thought about that after I fucking ordered it. I thought to myself, I should have ordered that as well. Because Les Santos carries that too. Is it the same incense? Like, I really like this. Straight with the hard-hitting questions, Lamar Duchamp. No, I don't. I prefer Japanese incense perfumes over church incense. So did you like Kyoto and stuff like that, DJ? DJ, have you got WhatsApp? If you've got WhatsApp, send us your number if you want. I understand, meeting strangers on the internet's weird. Well, I've been talking to DJ for a while now. I feel like he's not like one of those people who's going to be like, I texted you, and you didn't text us back. Why not? I've never been good with chopsticks, says Alan Hansen. I do have WhatsApp. We'll send it in a bit. No problem. Richie should get some of the fresher Healy offerings. I've got Montfresh. When the first time I went to Manchester with just me and Richie G, it was one of the fragrances I wanted to smell when I was there, and I did, and I bought it. And now they don't carry Healy anymore. I think it was in Harvey Nicks. I was fuming when I went back the second time. Oranges and lemons, say the bells of St. Clement's. Yeah, it's got lemon in the name, hasn't it? You know what I mean? I mean, fuck. If it's going to be so bold as to have lemon in the name, then I'm definitely not going to like it. Ah, good day to you, Jonathan. Welcome. Paolo says, if I was to own a Healy, it would only be clear, plain fleur. There's a lot going on with that name, isn't it? Clear, plain fleur. Plain. Mandela is one incense I'm recently enjoying. Has ambergris in it too, but is it real ambergris? Yes, Harvey Nicks used to stock Healy, but no longer, sadly, says Andrich. Yeah, it's a bit of a cow, isn't it? It's because he's gone to Les Santas, and Les Santas like to have exclusivity. Les Santas like to do with Tower. There's a monopoly. I was like, I remember saying to somebody, I think it might have been Mr. Smith, this was ages ago. This was years ago. I was like, the only place you can get Tower in Britain is Les Santas. They've got a monopoly and they take the piss. I might be wrong about who I was talking about. I was definitely saying this to someone. They were like, yeah, it's never a good thing for somewhere to have a monopoly. You know what I mean? This incense is fabulous. I really like this. As divisive as it is, I also enjoyed Dawn. Wasn't a fan. I think it was young Raz Scott who sent me a sample of the Dawn, and I was just like, meh, shite. Exclusivity contracts, ew, I. It's not great, is it? It's not great. It shows a. I mean, I understand Les Santas is a little store in London. I mean, the rent, like the rent they must pay, the bills they must have to pay must be hideous. But it's not as if your markups on perfume are small, you know? God. There's some really good shops in England now. St. Celier. That's one. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? I don't know if you heard that. That was a fucking very strange fucking sound. Fuck off. Santos Cellier, the best. Brooke's really nice as well. I need to send her some stuff. I'll do you and Brooke some vintage samples up at the same time. I'm determined to do that this week. Like, I have 0 towers. Never felt I'd needed one, says DJ. Jonathan, the Arish package for Ramsey was more than generous. I was stunned in a good way, says Friedlin. More mastige brands on shelves. Rats in the closet. Felt like maybe it's a bird. So maybe a flying rat. Jonathan says, scent of the day, leather to back. Good God, this stuff. Who makes that? Is that the new, Zaharoff? It sounds nice. I think George would make a decent leather, to be fair. I'm still a massive fan of the original, like. I like the sandalwood one as well, but there's so many fucking sandalwoods. I've got Samsara EDP. You know what I mean? Like, Etro Sandalo as well is absolutely incredible. Get the vintage cologne one. There's a few of them out there. There's one on British eBay at the minute. It's like 45 quid. Just fucking buy that, like. £45, that is a silly fucking... No, not Bois-d'Azil, Pradeep. Calm down. You've got carried away. I thought it was your jaw. Yes, that was kind of like that. It could have been a bird, could have been me. MFK increased prices, right. How many people are here? 37. Good for you. Listen to this. I have it on absolutely granite authority that Tom Ford prices are going up to at least 20% this year. Sooner rather than later. But they're going up at least 20% everything. Have you found vintage Noir de Noir? Maybe. I'm waiting to hear back from someone. That Cardinal is fantastic, sorry. It's fucking fabulous, that. I really like that. Very good chance I'll be purchasing that. We will see what it does overnight, and if the incense is noticeable in the morning. Because that's the problem with incense notes. You'd think incense would last for ages, but it doesn't. It's a very fleeting note. Done with Creed and now done with Tom Ford, says Diploma Set. Yeah. Yeah. Rich has such an enormous amount of sandals and yet no socks to match. Rich is not German. I do have a lot of sandalwood. I don't have a lot of sandalwoods, actually. I used to. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's a big unit. What vintage Tom Ford would you guys recommend? Tuscan leather. Tuscan leather? I know it's not. I'm not like breaking new ground here, but the vintage Tuscan leather was fucking dynamite. What a fragrance. Brian says, I'm glad Tom Ford prices go up. We'll be less tempted to buy and regret the mediocrity. I'll tell you something. They've fallen hard over the last, 5 years? They'll still sell, because that's what brands like that do. Right, I like this, but there's something there already that I don't like about it. I like it in the main, but there's something there which could grow to disturb us so much I wouldn't buy it. There's a warmth there. You know, popcorn can be warm. You know, when you eat it. I'm not saying it smells like popcorn. Pradeep says it doesn't last long on me. What you're talking about, the incense note and Cardinal. Barring new releases, I have all the Tom Ford that I want, says Alan Hansen. No, I'll give you that. Yeah. Moss Bresh I wouldn't mind trying or buying. I want a vintage Noir de Noir with the gold lettering on the bottom. Right, so this Encelade is actually quite nice. Do you think Amouage is going that path with the Fishman like Tom Ford? This is actually quite nice. I'm a fan of this. It's my favourite from the brand so far. Italian Cypress is good. I'll tell you what other Tom Fords I want to try. Moss Bresh. Noir de Noir. I want some Plum Japonais. I want some Patchouli Absolute. Oh my God. Sahara Noir, I wouldn't mind a bottle of. Considering I don't have one. Rich would hate the 4 new Amouages. Oh, I couldn't. I can see Amber Absolute. I've actually got a bottle of that Ashley Bissett. I beg your pardon. I've got a bottle. It's up here. Look, I'll show you. It's full. I bought it off Peter Kikoran, who was an absolute fucking legend, a scholar and a gentleman. That's Tuscan. What the fuck am I doing? There it is. How do you like them apples? Yeah. Fabulous fragrance, that, man. Moss Brecht, the unicorn of all unicorns. Well, I might be onto some. I know, I'll tell you who has some. Rice Frags. He's a lovely guy. He's got Musks. I think he paid a lot of money for it aftermarket. I think he did. I might be wrong. But I know he did a video about it, and he was like, look, he was like, the money this goes for now. He may have bought it at the time, you know. He may have bought it when it was released. That's actually really quite nice, that Encelade. I don't hate that. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. But yes, this Amber Absolute, it is full. I would go so far as to say, I mean, anything less than 5% out, and I'm like, oh, it's like used but full. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's tobacco oud without the tobacco or the oud. That's like, you know, that's what I say about it. If you've been around the channel for any sort of if you've been around the channel for any length of time, you'll know that that's a thing that I say. It's tobacco oud without the tobacco or the oud. Enrique says Japon Noir, Tom Ford. Yes, the original private blends, Italian Cypress, Musks, Tuscan Leather, Tobacco Vanille. I mean, Musks is just supposed to be like Beau de Jour, isn't it? That's what I heard. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies, tell me lies. Erner, can't disguise. I'm a tired boy, lads and lasses. I'm a tired boy. Freelance says, Jonathan, he unboxed the Regis you sent, or am I confusing something? I sent him a Regis decant many moons ago, nothing really. Musks, the unicorn of all unicorns, Beau de Jour parfum coming soon. Oh, fucking, are you just winding me up? Santal Majuscule, I've got that. I've got backups of that as well. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful perfume. Santal Majuscule. When is the next great vintage haul? Well, I wasn't planning on doing any more, to be perfectly honest with you, but there is somebody who has some rare and vintage perfumes that he may be selling, and if he doesn't try and take the piss, I may be buying them. If he does, I feel like I'm in a place now where I can just say, nah. Do you know what I mean? Sorry. He's in the middle of a vintage purge. That's true. I'm getting rid of a lot of things that I don't want, use, or need. So I thought about selling me Absolute Polar Swear, because I've never worn this yet, and I really should. I bought this from Ramsey and then couldn't get him it, and he bought a bottle off someone else, and then I was like, well, it looks like I've got a bottle of it now. But I wouldn't mind spending a little bit of time with this before I decide that I don't want it. And it's discontinued as well, so unless I sell it to a mate and just put it on eBay and fucking jack the price up, but I don't particularly want to do that, if I'm being honest. How did you get the decants? And I'll blush any good? Not for me. It's absolutely Polar Swear, as pissy as people say. Not as pissy as people say. Sauce is close to a bottle, says Jonathan. I have 2 precious decants of Musks. Hard pressed to let them go. What do you think it smells like, Jonathan? What do you think it smells like, mate? Where's the pissiest fragrance you've ever smelled, says Manly Sense. I'll spray a bit, says Jonathan. Jonathan is going to do a fucking live spraying of Mossbrech. Fucking goodness. That is an outrageous statement. Did he spray the Encelade? I certainly did. Is he regretting it? I'm certainly not. I don't think it's that bad. I am so tempted to buy an absolute Polissoir bottle, says Friedlin Achten. Haven't smelled it though, don't know why I am intrigued. It's like a pissy amber thing. What's the pissiest fragrance I've ever smelled? So that's a hard one, but I'll tell you the pissiest thing I've ever smelled, not piss. Is Peter from Fragrance View sent me some Civet synthetic thing, right? It smelled like burning piss. It smelled like piss on fire. Ooh, Jonathan just sent us a picture of Mossbrech. A little decant. Go on, Jonathan, spray it. You'll hear the explosion from here. This has got a lot of labbed Civetone. It could have been Civetone. Ashley wants to certify the pissiest of all. I would probably say one of the pissiest things I've smelled would be like a feminine floral fragrance. They use a shit ton of fucking Civetone and actual Civet on night and day. Couldn't agree more. The actual Civet was beautiful. Was gorgeous. Maybe not gorgeous, but it was beautiful. It was you understood why people get so enamored by it, you know? The Civetone, shocking. That pack of Rabanne and Weed EP, that's up there, like. I'll give you that. Is it just me, or does a perfume that smells like piss on fire sound interesting? But it would depend what you'd been drinking, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? The beeswax and herbs are a punch in the mouth, says John. An herbal thwack. Love Gold Man by Amouage, but hours later on the dry down it becomes pissy. So that for me was, I had the original when it was called Gentleman's Cologne. Right? I had an original tester of that when they released their first bottles, you know. And God almighty, I sold it to Audrey Jane. I couldn't hack it, like. It was so floral and pissy, and the quality ingredients was stunning. Bala Versailles was similar. Had the Bala Versailles, was it the EDT or the EDP? Apparently the extra is immense. I remember Ramsey, and I looked at it, you know, I thought, I should like this. And then I smelled it, and I didn't like it. So I fled and gave it to Richie G. Overly indolic white florals are more off-putting for me. Yeah. Really fucking white florals turn my stomach. Like, the getters at like the back of me, like the back of your stomach. So you feel like you're retching from like your shoulders. You're like, ugh! Do you know what I mean? Ugh! Get out. Evil smell. Pissiest in my collection, says Brian, is probably Maître Parfumier Claire Fetiche, but only for some minutes. I wasn't a big fan of Sevilla Lobe. Sevilla Lobe. I'm gonna let you know why. Could be all the perfume, to be fair. For instance, I don't find the night challenging at all, says Pradeep. A little bit of challenge with it because it's like, fuck, how am I going to explain that I smell like fucking shit to everybody? But apart from that, like, I can wear it quite now, as long as you dose it right. I tell you what I struggle with. I've never worn that fucking bullfoot rake and ruin since I nearly poisoned myself last year with it. Most brush settled down though. It's really grown on me over the years. What's it like now? Oh, sorry, I'm scratching my nose. Paulo Gomez, that's right, sir. Whoops. Benji says, if Goldman is that pissy, just call me a golden shower. Like Sam Smith. Really, I can only think of a few notes that don't care for, let alone an entire category of notes. Friedel in Oxton says, I wanted to ask, is there any bottle you were hunting down at the minute you really want for a long time? Oh, mate. Oh, God. Not hugely. Not hugely. I mean, Cuir de Russie by Guerlain, not Chanel, but by Guerlain. I've got most of the perfumes that I want, or that I've always wanted. Really, the high water mark was the Derby by Guerlain that I've got. To me, that was a very special moment. I wouldn't mind an Eau Noir Eau de Cologne. I've got the EDP, but I wouldn't mind a Guerlain a Dior Eau Noir Eau de Cologne. I've got Patou Pour Homme. A New Harlem, a vintage New Harlem. That sounds very strange to say that, doesn't it? Vintage new. House Marleau, some pissy musk fragrances. Marleau was all unwearable for me, says Brian. Marleau was alright, but the new one is junk. Good night, Dev. Shocking. Since you said that Fahrenheit Aqua is horrible, do you feel the same way about the Cologne version? No. No, I don't, actually. I think the Cologne version's all right. Not huge on it, but I think it's all right, you know. Rich in chat, what note do you feel is grossly underutilized at this time? I'd vote for Carnation and Elderflower. Underutilized. Underutilized. Blackcurrant. Oak Moss. Oak Moss is massively underutilized now. Didn't used to be. Have you tried Terre au Givre, a replacement for LNS Terre au Très Fraîche? Well, I didn't like Au Très Fraîche. I think I have tried Au Givre, but I wasn't a fan of that either. Opium, Costas, Camphor. Rich and Chat. Oh no, sorry, I've read that. We go with Carnation 2. Cologne better than Aqua, please elaborate. I don't remember how they smell. So the Aqua's got this kind of... The Aqua's got this... It doesn't smell Aqua. It doesn't smell cologne. It doesn't smell summery. It smells like Narciso Rodriguez for him, but shit. It's got this kind of wet concrete, which is like... Someone spilled some fucking lemons on some wet concrete. And it's shit as fuck. Fucking just not great, like. Just not great at all. I have a miniature Eau Noir cologne. I saw that, Pradeep. Narciso Rodriguez for him, but shit. It is shit. It is. It's shit. I like Narciso Rodriguez for him, but that one's shit. Fahrenheit Atlas, absolutely rubbish, like. Steven Sprout did a really good video about it. Well, that's my Fahrenheit cologne. Oh, that's not in here. I've got my Fahrenheit Eau de Toilette. which is a 2017 bottle, which has got something I'm not particularly big on. Ooh. Perfume smells nice, but the fucking atomizer smells like fucking shit. What the fuck has gone on there? What's this? You're not chaps, are you? Crest. Polo Crest. I've got a bit of Polo Crest with it. I'm selling me Ferret for men as well. Or for man. Ferret for man. Hooray for man. Ferret for man. Roddy says, I have a miniature Onawa cologne in comparison, quite brisk, sharp, crisp, up in the nose spices. Compared to the modern one, that's the same way I feel about what's it called? What is it called? The EDP. Yes, nice name for a fragrance. Morning Fern. Bois d'Argent, yes. The Bois d'Argent cologne. Much crisper, much sharper, much more focused. Of course, revealing my pack or abandon every time I do. I wonder what the hell I wanted. My PRs. Revisiting my Pat Rabanne, every time I do, I wonder why the hell I wait so long to revisit them. Pat Rabanne is still dead. Died yesterday, didn't he? Bless him. 88's a great shift, especially for someone in that walk of life. You know, a lot of them don't live that long. So this Cardinal still has a good... good incense. No, oh shit, sorry about that, I've just slapped you about. I'm gonna have to go and dehydrate again in a minute. Fahrenheit Absolute. Fahrenheit Absolute. I almost like this more than I like the original, like. Oh. If you like this type of incense, you've got to try Mandela and a Rev d'Ocean, says Pradeep. I think I've tried Mandela. Mandela, the Mask Milano. I think I've tried that. Nick says, I beat morning wood regularly. Oh. Right, I'm going to dehydrate. Give us a minute. I've got to get out of this incredibly stuffy room. Very hot in here. Oh God. Wow, I have returned. And by God, it smells in this room. Oh! First version. Yeah, I saw that question actually. If you were going to get a vintage Fahrenheit, make sure it's got a 5-digit batch code. And it comes in the Burning Planet box. That's the one you want. Yes, the Burning Planet version is the one that you seek. I am pretty confident in this. So many smelly jokes, so little stinky time. Dehydration even after sweating. Should I pay full for Givre? No. No, Frank, you should not. Buy refill only, says Proddy, and he is correct. Refill only. That's what I would do if I was going to buy a... if I was going to buy a Killian, I'd buy the refills. Ah. I've got a thumb. I haven't got a thumb. Ow. I've got something in me thumb. What are you? Oh my God. So tomorrow I will be doing what can only be described as a fragrance rotation video. Yes. That'll be fun. So we will see, will we not, what I've been wearing this week. I wore M XXX, which it didn't go well. I'm not going to lie to you, friends. It's not that I didn't enjoy it. It's just that I was like, where have you gone? You know? I wish the performance was better. For me, it's not great. It's a fabulous scent. It's got this kind of offness to it, though. You know? There is a kind of, like, sickly decomposition thing going on. And, it's not great, man. Oh. Good call. The cylinder bottle. Surprised it really hasn't hit discount as much. When's this mini video coming, Rich? It's coming sometime this year. M XXX was soon weak for me. Shocking it's extra and at that price. So weak, yeah. It really is very weak. It really is. It's very, very weak, like. And it's a big, yeah, right. It's a big price tag. You know? It's a big price tag. Where the fuck? What am I doing? I need to add. Right, here we go. New group. New contacts. No. No significant date, birth date. Where you are. Well, where am I? Sorry, I'm just a bit distracted. But last a while for me, even with a dainty sample, no backup for MXXX then. Well, I was threatening to, wasn't I? Because it's meant to be it's meant to be limited release. Oh, there you are. Oops. Just sending a DJ a hug. With MXXX, I'd go less is more approach. What do you mean, as in buying it? It's a lovely fragrance. It's a lovely chocolate fragrance. I don't know why people can't just make a chocolate fragrance just leave it at that. You know what I mean? Just make a nice chocolate fragrance. This has got a lot of other things going on that overcomplicating the matter. You know? Like, it's a chocolate fragrance, mate. It's cool. It's calm. Tried Soriso. To me, that sounds dangerously like a Zherzhov Pradeep. There was one chocolate frag I liked. Oh no, A Tale of Heartbreak. Did it leave you? For the plumber, or the Profumum Roma? No, I haven't. I like Profumum Roma, actually. Apparently their Olibanum fragrance is tremendous. I'd like to get a sample of all the ones that are available to buy now, but I don't think they do a sample set. Dark Acro, that's a good fragrance. Acro's a good brand, but it's just fucking... They're almost too good. Do you know what I mean? They're like... They stick to their... They are very... They have high fidelity to their like mission statement. Did you? Yeah, I have tried it. I wasn't huge on it. If I'm never confuse chocolate with cocoa. Ah, yes. Fumidas by Profumum Roma is another under the radar. Acro is very faithful to their theme. Yes, high fidelity to their I want to say modus operandi, but that's not what it is it? I actually pulled out Bulgari BLV Notte this morning. Lovely chocolate there. I'm just going to text it. Who am I going to text? I don't know who I'm going to text. Where is it? Dark chocolate or the funk of castoreum. Bond T Samako. Not Bond number 9, I hope you're saying. Oh no, not Bond number 9, mate. Can't be dealing with that. Let's see what Encelade is doing. I don't hate that, but it reminds us of something, and it reminds us of something I've smelled recently. There is a note in there. Bond number 9 is a joke brand. Like, it's offensive how bad they are. They got Sebastian's first channel shut down. Wankers. Let the man say what he wants. If your product wasn't so shit, he wouldn't be saying they were shit. You know what I mean? I don't think Sebastian's a liar. You know? Still watch Sebastian. I'm I'm still subscribed. Same with Ashton. They're the two biggest fragrance channels I'm subscribed to. This Cardinal's impressing me, like, I'm not going to lie to you. Dura Rose is of the impression or the opinion that Lavs by what's his chops. He's of the impression that Lavs is he's under the impression that Lavs is better than Cardinal, and I'm not sure that it is, you know, because I've tried Lavs and I was really unimpressed with how quickly that incense note up and fucking vanished. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, Fernando Milan. How are you? What's happening? Oof, I'm just getting that right behind my eyes. Yikes. Oh. You get that feeling? Like, the incense, I may have breathed that in a little bit too brisk, a little bit too gusto. Friends, I really like this Cardinal. That is going on skin, and that could be a purchase. I'm not lying. Or I'm not going to lie. In fact, it's going on skin right now, bitches. Fine, thanks. Wearing Pyroban Pour On today. Is that because he died? I was looking at my vintage the other day and thinking I really want to wear you. Well, I attempted to put 2 sprays of Cardinal on there, and the first one completely missed. Even though I was pointing the nozzle right in my hand. Burke. That's a little bit green. It's a little bit green on the old skin. Let's have a look at the notes. Let's see Paul Allen's notes. Nice. Very impressive. I can never remember which way around they are. Nice. Impressive. Let's see Paul Allen's card. Amber. So you are a dirty great amber, I see. Black pepper, linen, and bay rose. Mid notes are myrrh, French labdanum, and olibanum. Base notes are amber, patchouli, and vetiver. Fuck. Oh my god, the thickness of it. The subtle off-white colouring. Cardinal by James Healy is a timeless fragrance of incense and labdanum. An underlayer of linen gives it purity, and a mixture of grey amber, patchouli, and vetiver give it elegance. Sorry, but I got massive incense out of this, like. That's olibanum, isn't it? Olibanum is, it even has a watermark. It's even marked the water. What? That doesn't make any sense. This is very nice. I would like to smell olibanum by, what's it called? Profumum Roma. Who stocks Profumum Roma in Britain? Is it Javois? I think it is Javois. Javoy! Right. Open in Chrome browser so I can sign in my account. Sign me in, bitch. There we are. Thank God for the fucking program that remembers all your fucking passwords. Because fuck knows what mine are. I'll get the random password generator. My personal information. My orders. Pardon me. Oh, no longer stocked in your voice, sadly, because of the Brexit. Fuck. Recher un produit, un marque. A Smellenzens and Angora 1, am I going nuts? Possibly, but you may still be going nuts even though you can smell that perfume. You can smell that in there, you know? You may still... Hello, my name is Blue now. Yes, DJ, I have bestowed upon you. Arise, Sir DJ. Actually, would just call you Sir J, you know? I opened the books. I would have given one to Bob, but he wasn't here, so he's missed his chance. Too late now, Bob. DJ is the man. Fucking Brexit. Fucking... For no other reason than entirely perfume related, right? Fuck Brexit. Do you know what I mean? I won't go into it any further, but just for making life much, much worse for all of fucking everyone on this fucking island who enjoys perfume. Fuck Brexit. Jesus. Shat on us from a great height there just because Jacob Rees-Mogg wants to fucking pretend that he cares about something. Prick. No, they're not. They're not stocked on there at all. So that must mean, right, that they aren't stocked anywhere in this country now. Right? Fortunately, I know Essenza Nobile, and they will do me justice because they're proper sound. Again, the German connection. I'm going to get Enchanted Forest from there as well. If you don't mind at all, you should try Fougère Noir from Salt and Pepper. I've got it, man. I've got that. I've got Fougère Noir. Would you believe? Watching the Newcastle game earlier, Anthony Gordon made us look better than we are. Cellini, Rosette Marius. Has anyone tried Rosette Marius? Room 1015, Ranier J. Ranier J is alright. Ramon Monagal, flat as to deceive. Those bottles are immense. But apparently, I don't like the caps, but you know what I mean. Ramsey's a massive fan of that Taif, the Rosal Taif from Paris Monte Carlo, the X-Tray though. The House of Oud. Travallo don't make perfumes. What? Travallo make things you put perfumes in. They don't actually make perfumes though. Behave thyself. Yeah, that's better. Alright, so you're just selling all the different colour ones then, are you? Yeah. How much are you charging for the classic HQ titanium? That is not bad. £12.50 including tax. Ooh! 28 quid, sorry, for the ones that are fucking, you can actually stand up. Screw that. Alright, I mean, cherry punk to friends who like cherry. It's trending at the minute though now, isn't it? Cherry's big, cherry's like a big thing in fragrance at the minute. Somebody's obviously like created an oil that stinks of cherry and everybody's got their fucking hands on it now. You know what I mean? Everybody's trying to use it and pump it out there for all of us to consume. Room 1015 has really picked up. I remember no one knowing about it. I recommend cherry punk, friends who like cherry. How is Fougère Noir? It's salty. I got a really salty note from Fougère Noir. Jesus Christ, do so. When will this fucking edible phase end? Edible phase? Oh, you mean gum? Oh, right, bloody hell. I thought you were talking about, like, ganja, like weed or something like that. Everybody's going through edible phases. Make them stop. Everyone's too high. I really like this Cardinal. We'll have to see what it does on skin. But it's a big yes at the minute from me. A wicked yes. I hate go monsters, DJ. Edibles just make me go to sleep. Yeah. There's Lily lurking in the back. I don't believe in Jesus Christ, Rich. And super sweet stuff. Yeah, just not for me at all. Like, you know what I mean? The old overly sweet. Don't get us wrong. Every once in a while, there's like a feel. I just wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, give us it and lay it on thick. And I've got stuff like Lamar La Essence Parfum for that, like the La Essence one. That's a big sweet unit, big sweet leathery thing. I've got Opium Pour On. That's sweet. Opium can be very sweet, but it's much more like a rich, berry, fruity, resinous kind of way. I do have fragrances that will scratch that sweet itch. That sweet itch. But not always feeling it, if I'm honest. Sweet fragrances much more for like autumn and winter. I'm very much looking forward to wearing my spring and summer stuff now. I've been wearing Cologne Concentrate quite a bit recently too. Do you think you could wear that in the spring? Cologne Concentrate. Stronger with You is Broest Lime with the caramel chestnut note, quite masculine. Yikes. They don't even use fruits intelligently, just crap that's supposed to be yum. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's bollocks like. What the fuck? Sounded like I just burst into the Addams family's house there. Stronger With You Oud is a terrific design, although probably only worth about $75, says Alan. It's a shame Dev isn't here because he absolutely loves that shit. Is it the Oud one that he loves? He's a massive fan. It's funny, modern perfume, you have bros. Both modern and like 70s, 80s refuse to wear stuff like Bandy, which has more balls than their faves. I don't know. There's this whole thing at the minute about like the fucking bros and like these people who are like into like masculine men and stuff like that. And like, if you look at it through a purely perfume prism, there's a nice bit of alliteration for you there, but if you look at it through a perfume prism, then they're wearing stuff that like little girls wear, you know? Very strange. On that note, I saw something, apparently the BBC have been doing a report on Andrew Tate. Apparently he is going to jail for a very long time. Like, there's loads of shit that hasn't come out yet about him. Which is lovely, because I just hate the way that he carries on. He's such a smug little shit. You know what I mean? I just don't like his smugness. I don't like how he's like, oh, I'm fucking brilliant, give us loads of money. And it's like, who the fuck do you think you are? Shut the fuck up. Why the fuck would I give you loads of money? You're full of shit. You know, you little wankstein. Couldn't agree more, Nick. That's exactly what he is. He's an annoying little prick. And he's completely fucked himself up. You know what I mean? Apparently all the stuff that he's got, you know, all those cars and all those things, apparently it's all on finance. You know what I mean? It's all like debt. It's all like debt laden and stuff like that. Like, he hasn't actually paid for it. The Romanians have like, apparently the Romanians are like fucking, like, he's staying in Romania unless he gets extradited to somewhere like America or something like that. They're just going to keep him in prison there. Have you won Wada Cease lately? No, shamefully I have not. And I'm worried I might have missed my chance as well. It's, for some reason I'm throwing my watch on the floor. it's very dark and smoky, and I think I need to wait until next year to actually get. So Fridolin Axton says Andrew Tate just seems like a horrible human being. Whatever happened to Dan Bilzerian? Oh, fucking God. That's a name. Whatever happened to Dan Bilzerian? It's a good question, that, now you mention it. I was trying to think there. I was like, I know what happened to Dan Bilzerian. And I thought, no, I don't. What did happen to Dan Bilzerian? Someone find it. Probably, what happened to Dan Bilzerian? Andrew Tate just seems like a horrible human being. Yes, he is. What happened to Dan Bilzerian? Ruining your life financially. A flex is standard nowadays. People have lost the plot. Couldn't agree more, Nick. You're absolutely spot on. The whole thing about like fucking responsibility and fucking, I mean, don't get us wrong. I mean, I sit here as a man with fucking lots of perfume. I'm not like, I shouldn't be preaching, but like, I've paid for all of this. I don't have any debt. You know what I mean? Dan Bilzerian almost forgot he exists. Probably, where do you find these mediocretins? It's weird. I've heard more about Andrew Tate from the people who hate him more than the people who like him. Yeah, because it's that type of that's the sort of thing that's going on. Like, people gig the system. Like, people need haters to prosper. You know what I mean? What frag would Andrew Tate wear? I don't know, man. Are there any Romanian perfume brands? People need to start talking about these people as giving them a platform signal boost. No, you're right. You're absolutely spot on. You know? Just fucking ignore them, they'll go away. Just ignore them, they'll go away. And yet I'm literally sitting here. It's not lost on us the fact that I'm sitting here talking about them. You know what I mean? Which is a fucking stupid thing to do. But, yes, I saw something there. There was a journalist from the BBC who was like, we've just finished like a report into him and he's in serious trouble. You know what I mean? Like, apparently there's a shit ton of stuff to come out about him. And that's why they're like refusing him bail, because he's a massive flight risk. I just find it extremely funny that he was baiting Greta Thunberg and that's how he gave himself away. The fucking idiot. That is irony. That is funny. What you doing, taunting an autistic child? Like, well, she's not a child anymore. She's over the age of 18. But like, what the fuck does she? Like, why was he doing that? He was doing that for clout. That's what he was doing. He's under investigation for a lot of things, apparently. Like, a lot of things. I don't want to say, because he probably needs the money and would sue someone. Do you know what I mean? But it's like it goes beyond what he's already, like, what's in the public. Apparently, it's all going to come out, and he's going to go on trial at the end of May. So whoever this BBC journalist is that's been saying this, they've obviously been talking to the police. They've got connections in the Romanian police. He should have pissed off. He never should have pissed off the Romanian mafia. It doesn't sound like a smart move, does it? Pissing off the Romanian mafia, like. Never mind Andrew Tate or whomever. The people, good or bad, with the biggest microphone are getting shut down. Not sure I like the pattern, says Jonathan. I mean, it's just because they make easy targets, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's like the squeaky wheel gets fixed first. You know? Fridolin says, I recently heard the Pizza Greta thing is just a myth, but maybe the police just doesn't want to admit it. I mean, it's a great way. It's a great way to fucking, for the police to say, yeah, he was so smug that he ordered a pizza and he was in Romania and we knew he was there, so that's how we caught him. Boss number one, says Dino. Yes. Larshy Blow. That's the one that doesn't have boss number one written on it. I've got quite a few bottles of this. I might wear this tomorrow. See, I think you can wear this in the spring as well. Spring, anytime but the summer. And maybe on a cool summer day. Oh God, right, I've gone over my limit. And I am tired, and I do want to go to bed. It's fucking warm in here, mate. How did that happen? Anyway, it looks like the stream is over, friends, because I'm tired. Oh, just got this as a splash from Spain. Excited to try, says Friedlin. Badass number 1. Yes. Right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for everybody who has donated to the coffee, if you have. Thank you to everyone who has commented. Ah, Rush Day. A famous face in my chat. How's Rush? Outrageous. How are you doing? Anyhow, Rush, turn up next time so I can chat to you more. It's outrageous. Fantastic. Chad commented on one of my videos recently. I can't remember I can't remember what it was or what it was about. I do actually remember who it was and what it was about, but I'm not going to say. And he commented on my videos, and he was like, somebody told us to watch this, and I was like, all right. And he was like, yeah. Like, and I had chat with him. I was like, fuck no. I was like, I didn't even know Chad. Like, I remember Chad being like one of those people who like I would watch all the time, like growing up and like learning and stuff like that. And I don't know. Chad's lovely. That just gave us a warm glow. You are a favourite of both Chad and I. You are a favourite of both Chad and I. Rush. Is Chad still making content? Yes. Yes, he is. He doesn't cover stuff that I'm really into, so I don't pop in as much as I used to. But I could say that about fucking hundreds of other channels. Chad is good, people. I like his haircut. So much that I copied it. Kind of. But anyway, now I am going this time. I just got distracted by Rush coming in and chatting. Thank you. That's made me night there. Thank you very much, everybody. I am going this time. And thank you to Filippo. I will leave you a message in a minute. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting and watching and sticking with me tonight. I will see you all again soon. Bye.